Apple Notes got some new features with the OS 18 update, but it's still very limited when compared to apps like GoodNotes. Many people use GoodNotes for all the customization features for making their notes aesthetically pleasing, which you cannot do with Apple Notes. I've got a way that you can make your Apple Notes look more aesthetically pleasing while still having a minimalistic look if you still want something more simple, using symbols to make your titles and headings stand out. The first way is by using a keyboard that come with symbols already built into the keyboard. That way you don't have to use extra steps to get them. I use Facemoji. Facemoji allows you to customize your keyboard, but it also comes with a lot of cute symbols already in there that you can also use. Here are all the symbols. There's a lot of them in here. I don't use all of these, but as you can see, there's a ton of them in here. Now, if you scroll down even more, these they have called stylish names and dividers. So here's a variety of dividers that you can use within your notes, and you can edit these how you want to. So say you don't want these in there. Let's go get another one. Let's try this one right here. So I want to take these dots in the middle out because I don't like how it looks like a little face in the middle. Apple Notes. That could be one of your headers or your titles or dividers, as they call it. And you can customize how this looks as well. So if you wanted to put that in all caps, you could. If you wanted to maybe space it out. And then I have some examples that I've already done. And as you can see, you can also, within the OS 18 update, since we can highlight now, you can also highlight. But if you don't have the OS 18 update, or if you can't get the OS 18 update, I do have a video showing ways that you can highlight without that feature. If you don't want to use symbols, an even simpler way is to use emojis. And that's what I've done right here. So you can just make a pattern out of your emojis, and you can either have it as a divider only, or you can have it as your title or your header like I have here, and put your journal entry title or your notes title, whatever your title is, in the middle here. You can also use stickers to make these separators, dividers, whatever you wish to call them. And so that's the example that I have here. It's fall time, so I made an example with leaves. You just make different patterns. If you want to make them smaller, you can, so that you can make the patterns maybe have more stickers in the pattern. That's just the way that you can use some emojis and stickers as well. If you want to have more of a variety, the next way is by getting them from websites. You just go on Google and type symbols for bio or symbols for Instagram, just variations of that. And you can also do the same for fonts. And Facemoji has fonts as well already built in the keyboard like they have with the symbols, which some of them you have to unlock. But again, if you want more variety, go online. Within the Facemoji keyboard, to get to the fonts, you just click this F here in the middle. And here are the fonts they have. They also have an easy way for you to get to some other little things that you can add. I usually don't use these, but it's something if you wanted to. And they have the little smiley faces there. But back to the fonts. So I have this one here. So you can see you can use these as either your titles or just as your journal entries. And they also have a typewriter. Now, some of these, like I said, you do have to unlock, which I've already unlocked some of these. If you wanted to unlock all the fonts, it is something that you would have to pay for, but we're not doing that. This is one that I also like. So the ones that you can unlock for free, you would have to share with 3 friends to unlock. You don't have to send this to anybody. Actually, you can just send it to yourself. So just send it to your own number. That's what I did. I sent it to myself 3 times for each one of these fonts that I wanted to get that you could get for free by just sending to a friend. For the Google search, when you're looking for websites to find these symbols, like I said, you can type symbols for bio, symbols for Instagram bio, or you can be more specific like I did here and typed heart symbols for bio. So there's a ton of different websites that you can check out, and all you would have to do on this website is click it and it's automatically copied. Go into your notes, paste it, and then you can just keep it like that as your divider, or you can use it as one of your titles, headers, or whatever, and put whatever you wanted to as your text inside. So you would just go through, pick whichever ones you wanted, because there's a lot of cute ones in here for those that like all that, you know, cute, aesthetically pleasing type of stuff. This one looks like a band-aid. So if you was journaling or doing notes, maybe you're a nursing student or something, that could be one that you include in there. This one right here is really cute. That's cute. That's cute. So all of these you don't even have to use as titles and headers and stuff. You can just use them as decoration in your notes. But, you know, for the purpose of this video, we're doing it for the headers, titles, and dividers. And then if you wanted to save this website so you can refer back to it, if you don't want to make a separate note, which I'm going to talk about here in a second, you can make a quick note and just save this website into your notes. So let's look at this next website. So this one has some different ones too. Let's try this one. This could be like a divider. And these ones, they mixed in some emojis with them. So, you know, that's something you can do too. You can make your own. And these is just, you know, for easy use, simple use. If you're not really creative, you can be creative. I think everybody is creative in their own way. But if you just feel like you're not creative enough to come up with things like this or to customize them on your own, then you just go to these websites. But you can also use these websites as a reference and then, you know, like I said, copy and paste them into your notes and customize them, adding in your own things, your own elements, or taking some elements out of them, like you saw me do earlier. This one right here is a different one. Then you can put something else if you wanted something else in there. Okay, so I'm gonna have to check out some of these myself because I'm just finding a lot in here that I haven't seen yet. So here's a few other ones that I copied and pasted in from that same website. And some of them, as you can see, these three right here, copied in bold. So that's nice. And then for the fonts, if you don't want to use the keyboard, because you might be feeling like, I don't want to download no keyboard. I don't know what that keyboard got going on. Or you might not want to download any more apps. Then you can just go to Google again, like you did with the symbols. Instead of typing symbols, you would type fonts for bio, fonts for Instagram. And then right here, you add your text, journal, entry. And then now you have a variety of titles to choose from with different fonts. I actually like both of these, so. And it's a lot of extra work having to go back and forth, you know, copying and pasting. So that's why I said it's easier if you just have the keyboard. But if you wanted to make it a little bit easier without having to get the keyboard, you would just go in and copy and paste all the ones into its own little separate note like this and just continue adding all the ones that you want. Continue like looking on different websites and just finding a decent variety and saving it in your Apple Notes as its own separate note. Put it in its own folder as symbols or something, or you can just at the bottom of it or at the top of it, you can make the title just symbols. Just somewhere in the note put symbols. And that way you can easily search for the note when you need to quickly reference it. So you see symbols and all the notes that you have with symbols will come up, and then the hashtag symbols. And there you go. Easy access. Get creative. Don't just always use what you copied and pasted from these websites or, you know, got from this keyboard. Use them as a template or inspiration to customize and create your own. Some things are only as limited as we make them out to be. Watch this video of 5 ways to enhance your Apple Notes without the OS 18 update for more inspiration.